Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. It's been so long. It's been crazy long. It's been like over a week. It's been too long. Alright, I have forgotten everything. I know that we have wings. we do have wings. I think we're gonna make a couple more of these wings as I attempt to remember how I made these. I'm gonna be reading stitches today. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing reading today. That's okay though. Get into the practice. I figured we'd start with something somewhat simple. Maybe we start with this catastrophe of a mess. maybe we start with something super simple. Oh dear. All right, let's back this up here a little bit. How is everyone's day going? How has everyone's week been? How has things been? It's been kind of crazy. It's been kind of crazy the past couple days. I've been chilling inside because of the oh crim, I can't do it that way. How would one do this? I don't know how one would do this. We're gonna attempt to do it like this. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna leave a little bit of a tail so it will stick out. And then we're just gonna wrap this. Something like this. We're gonna attempt to make it so we can pull it from the inside. We'll see if it works. I don't know if it will, but we will find out. Well, yeah, I've been mostly just hanging out inside because of all the smoke. All the smoke. It went like over 200 AQI this weekend. It was quite crazy. I know there's places that had it way worse than we did, but oh my goodness, I could not be outside for like more than 10 minutes. It was terrible. I actually brought my chickens inside because I was a concerned chicken owner. I tried to Google it, and like everywhere it was like, your chickens will be fine. And it's like there's like 3 people that are like, bring your chickens in. Like it's hazardous. It's hazardous. And birds are like especially sensitive because they have one directional what's it called? One directional breathing. So they're instead of like breathing in and breathing out and like it goes in like the same like tubes or whatever, there's a separate tube that like reconnects it so it makes a little loop and it does really cool things, which means that their breathing is extra efficient, which means that all of those toxins are getting filtered through the poor little chicken lungs. And yeah, so I brought my chickens in. Hello, Kim. How are you doing? Yeah, it's been quite fun. Quite fun. Thankfully, I learned from last time we had smoke from the wildfires, and I got some really good filters for my HVAC, and I just popped those in. And so, like, inside, I just kept all my windows closed and barely opened the doors. It was like, we're just gonna hide inside for like 3 days. It'll be fine. So thankfully it wasn't terrible inside. It was just, if you go outside, you're just hit with a brick wall of smoke. It's quite terrible. Quite terrible. I'm doing okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I heard you're doing all sorts of crazy stuff this month. Are you on vacation right now, or are you someplace? I mean, I guess you're always someplace, but someplace that's not home? Oh dear. Oh dear. That's, yeah, someplace that's not home. Oh my goodness. Where is yarn? I've been Washington State. We didn't even have AC put in a few years ago because of wildfire smoke. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Yeah, the I put mine onto fan. Usually I just have it on auto, but I put it onto fan just so that we just constantly getting some type of air moving, and that way it'll get caught up in the filter more than if it's just on auto. Because I think if it's on auto, the fan only turns on if the AC gets kicked on. But I was like, I'm going to try to make sure that everything is okay. Yeah, Rice Cake, what you doing? I know, the windows have been closed for like 3 days. It's so sad. He's very sad that he can't window sit anymore. He really likes to sit, like, in the window. I'll leave the window open, and then he'll sit right on the windowsill. And he tried to fight a raccoon the one day because I had the window open at night, and a raccoon somehow got on the top of the roof. He was not happy about that raccoon being outside his window. Oh my goodness, what is this? This is a knot. There we go. Home this week with volunteering at day camp next week. Oh, okay, okay. Nice. Well, that'll be fun. That'll be quite fun. All the kids running around. All the children. Gotta have a little bit of chaos. Just a little bit of chaos. Lots of screaming. Fun screaming. Oh my goodness. It's so much fun, like, at camps. Just, like, see all the kids having fun. It's like, I don't have that energy anymore. But I will gladly watch you kids have that energy and run around and have a whole bunch of fun. Oh my goodness, it's so much fun. So much fun. Oh, why is my thing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, slowly we're getting through this mess. Mess of a mess. Oh my goodness. Slowly. Slowly, slowly. This is all I do with knots. I just keep pulling until they come apart. Just make it so they don't get too tight. And usually it's like just because like something's twisted up. And it's like you just gotta pull stuff in different directions, then they'll untwist, and then just gotta do stuff, and then it'll figure it out. It's not so much of like it's not unknotting a knot, as in like it's an actual knot. It's just a bunch of twisted yarn, which I guess in one way that sort of is the definition of a knot. A knot is just a bunch of twisted rope or whatever string, and then yeah, you just have to untwist it. All right, well, there's our little thing. What's up, Rice Cake? Are you coming out? You gonna say hi? Oh, my sweet baby. Oh, the sweet baby. Oh, these are so good. Oh, we got the chin scritches. A lot of prep work this week. He's Cricut to cut out needs related to 150 shirts. Oh my gosh. With 10 sublimation camp mugs with the logo to give away as raffle prizes and 200 stickers. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's so nice, like, sometimes to, like, have those. I know that, like, at my camps that I used to do, not used to do, but, like, used to be part of, every single kid was obsessed with stickers. I never got on the sticker train, but every single person was obsessed with stickers. They were like, oh my goodness, we got a sticker with the camp stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Oh my goodness, kids love stickers. They love stickers. They stick them on their water bottles, they stick them on their computers, they stick them on the car windows, they stick them on the walls. Oh, stickers get stuck everywhere. They have lots of fun with them, though. All right, what am I doing? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? Yeah, sure, 13 should be good. Why does something feel wonky? Something feels wonky. I love doing it, but I really wish it wasn't all last minute. Oh. Only made the stickers for the volunteers, though, since we have over 200 volunteers. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of volunteers. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. So, I mean, like, it's... volunteers are, like, what gets the thing run. Like, if you don't have volunteers or chaperones or camp counselors, like, the show does not happen. That's awesome that you have so many people, though. 1 and 2 slip stitches. What's up, Rice Cake? What you doing? Oh, my sweet man. Oh, the sweet, sweet man. How are you, buddy? What you doing? You coming to say hi? It's a good problem to have. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's a lot better to have a high, I think it would be high volunteer to student or to kid ratio than to have a high kid to volunteer ratio. I think that's the right way. Whatever it is where you have more volunteers to kids, that's always better. I mean, it still is probably like there's more kids than volunteers, but to have that ratio be smaller. Like, it's better to have like one volunteer for 5 kids than like one volunteer for 20 kids because, oh my goodness. Like last weekend we were on a trip and we only had like 5 kids in our group. And then there was like 3 chaperones. And I was counting like every 5 minutes. I was like, I need to count to 8. Where are my 8 people? And then there was the day where everybody is wearing the same exact t-shirts, and I'm like, okay, next year we're getting top hats so that I can see you people. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna make top hats for everyone for next year. I'm like, I need this. This is not a luxury. I need some way to differentiate my people from everybody else. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3. Have around 80 to 90 adults, 120 teen counselors, 250 to 300 kids. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's almost like that's like almost like a, what is it? 1 to 2 ratio for adults to kids, which is really good. That's awesome. What is that? Okay, so that was the increase. Now we gotta go this way. And then once we get to 3 stitches, we're gonna do 3 slips. 1 slip, 2 slip, 3 slip, red slip, blue slip, something like that, right? All right, and we're gonna skip that first slip, do a slip there, do a slip there, and we'll do 1 more slip, I think. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. And then we're gonna do single, 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 and we're gonna do singles all the way across. Oh, you guys cannot see, so sorry. I need to keep my hands where you could see them. Let's see here, maybe. Just lower that. Whoops, why did that bounce back? Don't bounce back. Why are you bouncing back? That's rude. There we go. That's better. Now I can have my hands a little bit closer. Alrighty. And single. Alright, now we're going to do a chain. And now we're going to go all the way back around. All the way back around. And I don't think I need to do any increases. Maybe I do need to do an increase. We're going to do an increase right here. 1 increase. There we go. Nope, I don't want slip. I want single. And then we do a single. Oh my goodness. Single. And then we're going to do a single. Actually, we're going to do an increase at this tip here. We're going to do a picot stitch. I think that's what that is. Sure, we'll go with it. And then we're going to do a single. And we're just going to go singles all the way. What just happened? Did I just miss something? No, we're chilling. Okay. We're just seeing things. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have an excuse. I wasn't out in the sun all day. Oh my goodness. It was quite hot on Wednesday and Thursday. It was so hot. Thankfully, we called it half days at work, so I was able to get back inside and just chill for the rest of the day. But oh my goodness, it was an interesting week. First it was crazy hot, and then it was smoke filled, and now it's thunderstorms. Oh my goodness. And now there's kittens in my neighborhood. I saw a little black kitten walk through my yard the other day. I went out to see if I could grab him, and he ran away. So I've been keeping an eye out for kittens. And if I find them, I was sitting right by my back door for so long last night. It was probably unhealthy. But I just sat by my back door with a little laser toy thing, just like ready. Where's my skizzers? Here's my skizzers. And I was just waiting that if any of these kittens showed up, I would just start playing with them with the laser thing, slowly crack my back door open, and then just try to get them with the little laser thing to like follow the laser thing into the back door, and then they would be inside, and then it would be great. And I would hope that Beans does not attack them. But I would cross that bridge when I got there. Oh my goodness. All right, well, there's one little wing. It's a little bit wonky. I don't know why it looks a little bit wonky. Why does it look a little bit wonky? I don't know why it's a little deformed. Honestly, I kind of like this shape better than I'd like this shape. But I don't know what I did different. So that's fine. Let's see if we can do it again, because I don't know. I don't know if we can. I don't know if it's just because I did some stitches looser, or if I did some stitches tighter, or if I did not do the stitches that I thought I did, and I did some random stitches that I don't know even exist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we're gonna see. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye out for kittens. I only saw one little black kitten, and he looked like he was like about the size that like he's should be on his own by now. Like he's like that borderline, like he's probably venturing out on his own and doesn't need mom anymore. But I don't know. If I do catch him, I'm probably gonna have to put like some type of post on Facebook or something that's saying like I found him. If he's yours, let me know. You need to have pictures. You need to have proof. There has to be some type of proof. You need to be able to have some type of proof that he's your cat. Otherwise, I'm not giving him to you, because I don't know what type of person is letting their like less than 6-month-old kitten outside. That's hazardous. That is hazardous. I know for sure that another cat was hit on our road like not even a week ago. So yeah, I know that that's hazardous. It's very hazardous. It's not okay. Don't let your cats outside. Please and thank you. Oh, it's too dangerous. Too dangerous. Especially in the middle of a smoke storm. It's even more hazardous. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna do an increase here. It was actually really odd. So in the middle of the smoke storm that we have, the wild birds started doing some really weird things. And at first I was just like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like what's going on? Is there something okay with that bird? I saw a bird just hanging on to the side of a brick building. Like it was just clinging on to like the bricks on the side of a building. And I was like, that's kind of weird. Like that type of bird should not, like, this wasn't like a woodpecker. This wasn't like a bird that should be like clinging to like a vertical surface in that way. So I was like very confused and confuzzled as to what this bird was doing. And I was looking at it through my binoculars, and eventually it flew away. And I was like, okay, maybe I don't know what was going on. Something was going on there, but he's okay, I guess. He flew away. Whatever, cool, great, cool. Moving on with life. Then like later that day, a bird flies into the screen of my window and just lands on the screen, and he's got his wings like his wings are just like like he's just gripping onto the screen, and his wings are all like fanned out, like he's trying to grip the screen with his talons and his wings, and it's like you can't really grip something with wings. It doesn't really work. And he was just sitting there for a hot second, and I was like, my dude, are you okay? And I was like, I wonder if this is like the smoke that's like starting to affect the birds, because that would be hazardous. It's very hazardous smoke. And he slowly started climbing towards the top of the screen of the window. And it was like one of my first floor windows, so I was able to like go outside and like I went over to like see if like I could grab him because I would just bring him in and give him like a little bird cage or something for a couple hours, let him get some fresh air, and then let him go again. But he flew away, and I did not get to catch him. So I was like, okay, well if he's alert enough that he can fly away from danger. Not that I am a hazard, but in theory to him I should be a hazard. So if he's got his brains about him enough to fly away from me, in theory he's okay, even though he's not okay. And I texted my one friend who does a lot of stuff with birds, and she was saying that it could be that there could be little tiny like cracks in like the houses, and they can probably smell or feel the fresh air seeping out from inside the houses, and they're trying to get fresh air by clinging on to like windows or in between like cracks of houses and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but also kind of terrifying that the wild birds are having a struggling time breathing. And I was like, this is why I brought my chickens in. This is why I brought my chickens in. Not because I don't want to go outside, because I don't want my chickens outside in this. That's a mess. I think we did finally go under 100 AQI today, though, so I think I'll be able to take the chickens back out tonight and have them outside for the rest of summer, hopefully. And if I can get my coop finished and winterized, I'll be able to leave them out there all winter. I would really like to be able to do that, but I need to do that. I need to do that if I'm gonna do that. Alrighty. I mean, it kind of kept this similar shape. That's interesting. I wonder what I did different. I wonder what I did different. I might need to go look through those VODs and see what I did before. See what I did different, because I don't know. Maybe it's doing an increase at the tip and doing an increase here. Maybe that's what it is. Because like these ones, they kind of have more of like a loop here rather than... Yeah, it looks like there's only one stitch in that tip, and then it's a picot. And then I go right into this next stitch here. And then we go into that one, and then we go... Yeah, I guess it would be that I do an increase down here, and then I do an increase on the tip. Interesting. Shall we test this? Let's try it where we don't do an increase across that bottom, and we don't do an increase on the tip. Shall we try that? Let's try that. We're just gonna make a whole bunch of wings and see what we got. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nope, I don't want 14. I want 13. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we're going to do slip stitch and slip stitch. What sound are you making, sir? Oh, that's not even you. I'm hearing the quails through the wall. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know why everything sounds so weird, because the fan is off. I've had the fan on all like yesterday and the day before, and now it's just silence. It's just complete silence. Oh my goodness, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird having silence. It actually sounds really nice. Oh my goodness. I feel like my brain has been working so long and so hard. Like silence is just nice. Oh my goodness. Now I just want to whisper. I know, Rice Cake. It sounds so nice, doesn't it? Nobody's mowing the lawn. There's no trucks screaming down the road. There's no fan blowing. It's just silence. Oh, it sounds so wonderful. I also haven't been... Oh my gosh, this is probably like the first time that I'm not thinking about my books or my stories in like several days because oh my goodness, I've been working. I've been working on them. And yes, I mean them. There are multiple now. Both stories and books. I mean the one story is potentially going to be like 4 books in of itself. So that's a project and a half. Probably like 5.5 projects, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get done at some point. But then I decided that I wanted to go look through like all of my Google Docs and like all of my different things that like I used to have. And I found a different story that I had written in college. And it's just like the very beginnings of a story. And I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot about this thing. And so then I was like, haha, where does this story go? Like why is this thing happening in this little bit? Because it was literally just like maybe 2 chapters of a story. And it's like it's really cool. I was like, oh my goodness, this is like it's like writing a story that's not finished. It was super cool. So I've been having fun with that. Thinking about that one and figuring out where that one goes. It's definitely a little bit less layered than the other story that I was writing. So the one with the Serpentine and the dwarves and the elves and all of them peeps. That one has so many different layers and like behind the scene things that I need to be aware of compared to this other story that I rediscovered. It doesn't have nearly as many layers going on behind the scenes. So it's been a little bit easier to write that one just because there's less behind the scenes going on, and it's been quite nice. It's been quite nice. I am eventually going to get back to the Serpentine and elves one and all of that fun stuff. The one with Ricky and Josh, that one. Eventually I will get back to that story. But it's been quite nice to have a slight change of pace and just do something completely different. I realized though that both of these stories have a big focus on empathy and caring for others, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like trying to figure out like, okay, these are 2 very clearly different stories, but they almost feel very similar, and I was like, what am I gonna do that's gonna make these different? Okay. Oh, we are about to have an ad, but I think our theory is correct. That we get this shape wing if we don't do an increase, and we get this shape wing if we do increases. I think so. I think so. So that is quite interesting. I wonder if you did increase here and then an increase here. Oh. Those might actually look really nice for like, if we were gonna make like a swift or a barn swallow or like some type of swallow. If I did an increase on this front part instead, I could possibly get something that's kind of shaped like that. And that might look more like a swift or a swallow type of wing. That'll be interesting. Instead of doing an increase here, so it'd be kind of like this, but like this, but like let's just do one. Let's do one and see what happens. Let's do one and see what happens. So I'm curious now. I am curious. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, we got 13. We're gonna do a slip stitch here. There we go. We got another slip stitch here. We're gonna do a bunch of singles. Once we do this one, we can try to add some little feathers onto the wings that we have, because we have a whole bunch of them. We got what? This would be what, six wings that we got to add feathers to, and we'll see what type of feathers we want to add. We could try out different types of feathers too. Whoops, come on. No, yarn, work with me. There we go. We got it. Oh, we're back from ads. Cool. Yeah, in the story that in the new story that I've been working on, I actually just got to the part where the main character gets captured. So it's been a time. It's been a time. Oh my goodness. Already had one character die, and the main character is now captured, and several other characters are being threatened to cease life. And yeah, it's not going well for our sweet little characters. Okay, so I did the increase, and we're going through. Okay. Oh my goodness. I already kind of know the next, like, the next things that are going to be happening. It's just like for this book, this second story that I've been writing, I haven't been as focused with like making it perfect. I'm just kind of more of like, okay, here's the main like plot points that I need to happen in order to get this next thing going. So it's very bare bones right now. Which means that when I do go back through and do some editing, I'll get to add in like descriptions of like what the setting is, what the scene looks like, what the different characters are thinking, what they're doing. So I'll get to add a lot of the living aspects once I go back through and do editing for it. But I think in part that's actually helping me write it a little bit faster, because I'm not getting caught up on like, okay, I need this character to sound this particular way. Okay, what would someone who sounds like this sound? It's more of just like, okay, what does this character need to accomplish in this moment? All right, cool. He's supposed to sound terrifying. We're going to make him sound terrifying. And then I just make him sound terrifying. And it's like, cool, awesome, great. Then I move on. And yeah. So that was quite lovely for the character. She's not having a great time, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Because the book's not over yet. It's only like 30 something pages long so far in a Google Doc, which is barely anything, I think. I don't know what the page length in a Google Doc compared to like the page length of like a book would be. I don't know what that would be. I don't know how that equates. Maybe I should look it up at something. What's up, Rice Cake? What you doing, sweet baby? What you doing? You could come over say hi. Why you could come over say hi? Hey, Rice Cake. If we do get a kitten, and the kitten is black, what do you think we should name him? What do you think? Meow? No? Should be about the same depending on your font size and layout objects. Okay. You think? Because I mean, like, I guess font size would probably be a big factor. Because I think I just use whatever the typical font size is for Google Docs. Like, I don't really change any of the font or style. But I think I think I have it at single space, which it should be single space in a book as well. Unless you're particularly writing like a kid's book or something, then you might have a little bit extra space in between the lines just so that it's easier for them to see the lines. Are you coming up, buddy? Hi, you're poking me. What's up? What's up? I know you don't want buddies. Although you did really good when you said hi to Beans and Pumpkin earlier. I put up a gate at the door to let Rice Cake see Beans and Pumpkin. And I thought that Beans and him were just going to go at it at the gate and it was going to end terribly. But they didn't. They just kind of looked at each other and then walked about their day. And I was like, huh, well, that's quite nice. I definitely don't trust them together yet. We gotta wait a few more months till all his hormones chill out. I finally got him scheduled for his neuter in a couple of weeks. So, hopefully, if all goes well, just a few more months. Just a few more months. And then all the cats can be one giant snuggle cluster together. Be a snuggle puddle. Anyways, what was I talking about? I don't recall. Oh, yes, books. Books. Yeah, it would depend on the font size and the style. Because, I mean, even, like, the font size, the spacing, and I guess the book, the size of the book as well. Like, if you have, like, this little itty-bitty little pamphlet of a book, you could make it, like, super thick. Could be ginormous. I don't even think I have any books near me right now. Nope, I got no books. Got no books. I don't read. I'm writing books, but I don't read books. It's terrible. So very terrible. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's add some little feathers. Let's do some feathers. Okay, so I mean, that kind of did what I wanted it to do. It kind of gave it a little bit more of a bump over here, which is kind of what I wanted. So let me think. Birds. Yeah, this would, let's pretend our little frog is a bird. I think, would it be like this or would it be like this? I need to look at one of my birds. Oh my goodness. Rice Cake, where are you? I don't want to roll over your toes. Okay, you're over there. You're over there. The good sir. Alright, we're gonna grab the bird. Oh. Little morning dove. Little morning dove. Prefer audiobooks lately since my eyes get tired and I can crochet while audiobooks. Yeah. Yeah, audiobooks are nice. They are very nice. Okay, which way does wing go? I think I am confusion, I am confusion, I am confusion, I am confusion. I think they go like this. Yeah, I think so. So I think it would go like this. Something like that. And yeah, that could be a swift or a swallow wing. And then I would have to get the very distinct swift and swallow tail, which is basically just like a fork. It's just two prongs that come off in opposite directions. They're fun little guys. Alright, let's practice with some feathers. And I have orange for this. Some random, I think it's wool. I don't even remember what it is. Some random secondhand yarn that I got from somewhere a long time ago. Somewhere. I wanted to say in a state far away, but I don't even know if I was in a state far away when I got this yarn. I might have been. I might have been. I have definitely been the person that forgets to bring yarn on like a trip, and then we're just like driving around, and I'm like, man, I wish I had some yarn. And then I just go to a thrift store and I'll just buy some random yarn from the thrift store and just make a bunch of projects. Oh my goodness, it's been quite the time. Quite the time. Okay, so if this is the edge for the back edge is going to be where any feathers are going to be. So let's just make an entire edge of feathers. Let's start with an entire edge of feathers. And I think we're going to keep this fairly simple. And we're just going to do like little picot stitches. So 1, 2. Actually, let's do slightly longer picot stitches, I think. 1 and 2. Go, and then we'll go here. We'll do a slip stitch. 1 and 2, 3. And then we do 1, 2. Okay, and then we'll do another slip stitch here. We have 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch and slip stitch. These are like modified picot stitches, I think. I don't know what they're called. Basically, I'm just doing 3 chains instead of 2, and then doing slip stitches into 2 of those chains. And yeah, that's all I'm doing. We're just going for it. And then I'm only doing slip stitches in the connecting stitches to the wing. 1, 2, 3. Just to keep it a little bit closer to the edge so that it looks like these are just like popping right off of the wing and it's not like a whole band. We could try one where we do it single stitches coming off of the wing. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go there. And I'm gonna go here. That's a slip stitch. And then we're gonna go here and do a slip. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch and slip stitch. I almost feel like we have too many all right next to each other. I might actually skip a stitch. Let's try skipping stitches. 1, 2, 3. And seeing if that gives us a little bit more space on this end. So that's a stitch that we're going to skip. So we're going to go into this one. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch, and then go into this other chain. There we go, slip stitch. So we're going to skip this stitch and we're going to go into this next one with a slip. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to do 4, 5. And we're going to do slip, slip, and then slip and single. And then I'm going to skip this one and we're going to go into this very last loop right here at the tip. I'm going to do a slip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're going to do slip stitch, single, and single. Okay, and then we're going to do one more slip stitch right here. There we go. And then maybe one more slip stitch here just to connect it to the white again. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. Hold up. That something's not right here. I don't want to slip stitch in that orange stitch. I just want to go right to slip stitch in the white. That's a little bit better. Okay, 1, 2, and then go there. Probably what I could have done is instead of, okay, so yeah, so we can definitely see we're learning things. These ones down here, these were the ones that I skipped a stitch in between each of these picot stitches or modified picot stitches, and these ones right here are the ones that we did it in every single stitch, and you can see how this is trying to curl because there's just so many stitches that are right there. It's just not able to lie flat very well. What is phone? Oh, thunderstorms expected. Cool. Great. Fantastic. That means I don't have to water my plants. Hehehe. Alrighty. The other thing I could do right here, so getting closer to, these should be the primary feathers. So these would be the secondary feathers closer to the bottom of the wing. These at the tip of the wing are the primary feathers, and the primary feathers are the longer ones that kind of stick out. Meanwhile, the secondary feathers are a little bit shorter. So probably like once I get to like here and it like starts to curve, I could probably start making these feathers a little bit longer. Just to kind of give it that secondary and primary feather feel to it. And then, yeah, just skipping a stitch in between them, I think would help a lot as well. We're making progress. We're making progress. Making lots of progress. Rice cake! Making progress! It's exciting. Quite exciting. Okay, let's do it again. And let's see how this one will turn out. What did I do? I went right along. Yeah, so I start where the strands are. Strands of yarn. Okay, so we're going to start here. And we're just going to go for it. Okay, so that's the end. All right, so we're going to do, whoops, slip stitch 1 and 2, 3. And then we're going to do slip stitch and slip stitch. Whoops. Slip stitch. There we go. Okay, and we're going to skip. So we're going to skip this stitch right here, and we're going to go into this one. There we go. And I'm not going to do that. We're just going to do slip stitch there. 1 chain, 2 chain, 3 chain. I'm going to go into the side of one of these chains, do a slip stitch, go into the side of this next chain and do a slip stitch. Then we're going to look at our stitches again. So this would be the next stitch. We're going to skip it and we're going to go into this one. We're going to do a slip. 1, 2, 3. And get more yarn. More yarn. Okay. Then we're going to go into the sides of these stitches again. 1. Whoops, that yarn is splitting. Let's not split. Thank you kindly. And 2. There we go. So we're going to skip a stitch, slip a stitch, 1, a 2, a 3, and slip, slip. And then we're going to skip and go here. We're going to do slip, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and we're actually going to do a 4th stitch here, because now we're starting to get to the primary feathers. So we're going to do 2 slips, and then we're going to do a single. We're going to skip a stitch, And we're going to do a single stitch here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 1 slip, 2 slip. We're going to do a single stitch. We're going to skip a stitch and go here. Do a single. Gonna grab some more yarn. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 1 slip, 2 slip, single, and single. So whenever you're doing like this type of like modified picot stitches, whatever they're called, you want to do a what's it called? I feel like we skipped too many stitches here. I feel like we need one more right there. I don't like that. Don't like that. We're gonna go here. Attach this here with a slip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch. Slip stitch. Single. Single. And then slip. Nope, that's not right spot. Not the right spot. It's definitely not the right spot. Slip. It's a little bit better, but I think I need more than just 1 loop there. We're gonna go into 2 loops here. Do slip. That's better. 1, 2 chains and snipper clip. So whenever you're doing like picot stitches, you do that looks very nice actually. Oh, that looks beautiful. I actually really like that. I feel like I could make these primary stitches a little bit closer together. Maybe that's because of the single stitch that it looks a little bit wonky. Maybe that's what it is. It's because of the single stitch that it looks a bit wonky. I cannot keep one thought in brain. With picot stitches, if you do a normal picot stitch, you do 2 chains and then you only do a slip stitch in one of those chains. So for like these ones where I do 3 chains and then I do slip stitches in 2 of them, you basically have to do 1 chain more than what you want your slip stitches to be. So like for this one, so I did 3, 3, 3, 3, then I did 4, I did 2 slips, then a single. So that left me with 3 stitches to go into, even though I did 4 chains. And then the same thing with this one, I had 4 chains, but 3 stitches to go into. So then when I got to this one with 5 stitches, or 5 chains, I only had 4. So then I did 2 slips and 2 singles. I'd say for this one, I did 2 slips and 2 singles. And it kind of gives that triangular shape to it to get that. So that's quite nice. And then if we were to attach this to bird, we now have these nice little feathers. Nice little feathers. Which are quite nice. Quite nice. Definitely look a little bit wonky, but that's okay. I think that's because I'm using pumpkin pie colored yarn. We're just making a bunch of pumpkin pie birds. That's what we're doing. We're getting ready for pumpkin season already. Oh dear. We're not even through July and we're getting ready for pumpkin season. It's fine. I'm only slightly obsessed with pumpkins. It's okay. It's always pumpkin season. I have a pumpkin cat. One of my cats is named Pumpkin. It's always pumpkin season. He's such a snuggle bug. Oh my goodness. He is a he's a pumpkin. There's a reason why his name is Pumpkin. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Okay, let's see here. Let's go here. What do I want to do this time? What if we do... You know, let's try one more with the Pico stitches, and we'll see if we can get those primary feathers to look a little bit nicer. That is a single stitch. I don't want a single stitch. I want a slip stitch. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. Oops, slip stitch. Yarn. Yarn. So much yarn. And here, and slip stitch. Whoops, that's not slip stitch. Slip stitch. There we go. Okay, so skip one and go here. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. And we'll go here and we'll do slip stitch and slip stitch. There we go. And we skip one and we go here. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. That's not slip. Slip. And slip. There we go. And then we'll go here. I do slip stitch. Do 1 and 2 and 3. Then we go slip and slip. Whoops, oh dear. Yarn, yarn, work with me. There we go, and slip. Okay, now we go here. We're gonna do another slip, and we're gonna start doing. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, it's a diamond! It's a diamond! Hello, Brie! Hello! Oh my goodness, words I can't read. Pepper! Hello, Draymond. Hello, Brie, and hello, Pepper. Welcome in. We are winging some wings because wings, you know. Yes, we have the Cheeto cat. Hello, creative distractions. Oh my goodness, all the cats are so cute. What is that? What is that? A pig? There's a Stitch. What's this one? Is that a cat? I don't know what this one is. I don't know what it is, but he's cute. The little bobble one is so cute. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, everyone. We are... What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I have lost my mind. That's okay. It's a daily occurrence at this point. Okay, I am working on primary wings, so we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, 2 slips, and 1 single. How are you guys? What were you up to? Hopefully it wasn't too much shenanigans. Oh dear, we were about to have an ad. How about we just snooze that for the moment and let our peeps chill. There we go. Okay, so that was 2 slips. Now I need to do a single. Single. And we're not going to skip a stitch this time. We're just going to do a slip stitch there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did some Elden Ring. Ooh. And then some Jackbox. Oh, nice. Well, that sounds fun. Doing some slicing and dicing. And then, words. Peepin' and cheepin', I guess. Peepin' and cheepin' with the peeps. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay, so that's a peepin' and cheepin'. Something like that. Something, yeah, something like that. Slicing and dicing and peepin' and cheepin'. All right, what am I doing? I need to do 5 now. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got a slip. We got a slip. And we have the rice cake invasion. Rice cake, where you at? They're calling for you, buddy. I think he's napping. He's napping on the floor. Maybe we can get a rice cake invasion. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get you guys to see him before he moves. Hi. Oh, my camera doesn't move in that direction. Oh dear. Nope, it doesn't move in that direction. He's like directly below my feet. Yeah, what are you doing? You see him say hi? They're calling for you. He's napping. He's on the floor. Yeah, rice cake's on the floor. But yeah, I think the orange cat is Beans. I think that's Beans. Beans is the big boy. Pumpkin is the little guy. Yeah, I got 2 orange cats. I got the Beans and we got the Pumpkin. And then I have 2 gray tabbies. One of which is the rice cake. And the other one is Mr. Mellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I had... I think I had Mellow with me. Everybody do the dinosaur. Oh my goodness. You're gonna cause a riot. Rice cake would probably riot with you. Oh my goodness. He's such a goofball. Yeah, I think I had Mellow on at one point. But yeah, I haven't had him on in a while. I haven't met him. Yeah, rice cake is always down to party. Except when he's napping, apparently. And right now he's apparently napping. So yeah, he's big chillin' right now. Big chillin'. He might just be pouting because I've had to have the windows closed because of all the smoke, but you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna do slip stitch. Slip stitch. Maybe. There we go. And then maybe that's not a slip stitch. That's a slip stitch. Let's do... Oh, thanks for the follow, Pepper. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Okay, now I need to do single and a single. And then we do a slip stitch here, I think, to connect it. Beautiful. Okay, that looks like some primary feathers. Now we got our semi... what's the word? Anatomy and anatomically and oh my goodness, I know the word. My brain is not wording. It's anatomically, it's a atomically. What's the word I'm thinking of? Oh my goodness. Hurry before the ad. What's the word I'm thinking of? It's like the word that means like it's correct with the anatomy. It's words. Oh dear. I think the fire smoke is getting to me. And I haven't even been breathing it that long. I was only outside shortly today. So it can't be that. Maybe I don't know what's going on. Anatomically? Anatomically. I should... This is gonna bug me all night if I can't think of what this word is. Oh my sweet golly goodness. Oh my goodness, what's the word? I'm gonna Google it if I can't think of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I think that is because if we look at our bird, and we semi-pretend that we're putting the wing on the bird. Put the wing on the bird. Oh, and we have ads right now. I think that looks like a wing. I think it does. It's a little bit big for this bird, but I think that looks like a wing. I think that does. I think we have figured out some of our feathers. I think that looks quite nice. Quite nice. I do. I even like the shape of it. Like it's just so nice. So nice. Okay. Now that we've figured out how we like it nice, we get to mix it up and try something completely different. And we're gonna make it look ugly again. So we got 3 wings that we tried so far. Oh my goodness, I have so much yarn everywhere. So we got 3 wings so far that we've tried. And what we tried, let's see, where's the first one? So the first one, we figured out that for these shorter feathers, you can't go in every single stitch. Because it bunches up too much and then it just makes it not sit flat. So they were too dense of feathers to do that. So also for this wing, we figured out that we probably want to have the primary feathers start like right as this starts to curve. Which the primary feathers are a little bit longer than these secondary feathers. So these ones would technically be like the secondary feathers on a bird wing. And then the primary feathers would start at this curve here. So we wanted the primary feathers to start getting bigger here and then like increasingly get bigger. So instead of doing 2 chains, we would do like 3, 3, and then 4, 4, and then 5. Something like that. So that was the first wing. Then for, I think, is this the second one? No, I think this one's the second one. Yeah, I think this is the second one. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anyways, for our second wing, so we did the every other stitch for our primary feathers, and then we did, yeah, this is the second wing. Then we did every other stitch for the primary feathers as well, but they started to get like too separate and we didn't have as many primary feathers, so it looked kind of sparse over here with the wings or with the feathers. They just look very sparse and there's not enough feathers. We don't have enough feathers in the primary wings. Like this wing is, it's not gonna catch any air. So we didn't have enough feathers there. So then for this third wing, we went back to, we did every other stitch for the secondary feathers, but then for the primary feathers, we did every stitch going up. So here we have 5 primary feathers. For this one, we only had 4. And that seemed to work because now we have many more feathers in there. Than what we had before. Probably could even try to get like a couple of them in there. I think I did skip a stitch here. So I probably could get maybe 6 primary feathers on there if I really wanted to. But we're gonna swap it around because we're not gonna do pointy feathers anymore. We're gonna try doing some lobed feathers, and we're gonna see what type of lobed feathers we can get. We're gonna see if this even looks half decent because I don't know if it's gonna look half decent. I don't know what these look like. I don't know what they look like. We're just going for it and seeing what happens. Oh my goodness, it's getting very dark outside. If I disappear, it was a thunderstorm. I will be fine. But there is about to be a big thunderstorm that goes kaboom. Yeah, so if stuff disappears, I do apologize. We will see how far we can go. I might need to turn on my overhead light here shortly. What's up, Rice Cake? Are you gonna come say hi? They were calling for you earlier. Are you gonna come say hi? Have you forgotten what streaming is? I think he's forgotten. It's been so long. They're calling for you. Yeah, they are. They're calling for you. Are you gonna come say hi? Are you gonna come say hi? Oh, the sweet man. Are you gonna come say hi? He's like, no. I'm just gonna, what's it called? Oh my goodness. Words. I can't words today. What are you doing? Are you just like taunting them with your words? You're not gonna give them an appearance? You're just gonna lead them on like that? Come on up. Come on up. Are you coming up? No, you're not coming up. He's thinking about it. He's thinking. He keeps walking away. What you doing, sweet man? Okay, so I think what I want to do for this one, actually... you know what? We are going to start here. We're going to start with a slip stitch. Oh, okay. Let's make that go away. I know, Rice Cake. I can hear the thunder. It's coming in. It's coming in. All right, so that's a slip. We're going to do a... We're going to grab some yarn. We're going to skip a stitch. We're going to go here. We're going to do one... Actually, I want to do the... Okay, Kim, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here. Is this an actual thing where you do a double crochet, but instead of just grabbing yarn for a double crochet, you go into the previous double crochet and you pull yarn through that and you use that as your double crochet thingy? Is that called a thing? Like what I don't know if this is called a thing. I decided to just start doing it at some point because it filled in the gaps in between my double crochets, because there's a lot of gaps in between the double crochets that I did not like. And I don't know if it's a thing or not. But it exists. It exists. It's there. It's definitely there. All right, so we got that. So now we're gonna skip a stitch again, and we're gonna do a slip stitch here. Then we're gonna do a double crochet, skip a stitch, and go over. And we're gonna do our little fancy double crochet again. Gonna do fancy, and I think I'm doing like what, 5? Yeah, 5 of them. And this is like the shell stitch. I think this is the shell stitch. And I'm basically just doing the shell stitch across the ridge here of the wing of the bird. And we're gonna see how this turns out, because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we skip a stitch and we go here, we do a slip. And now we're going to, so now I need to do a even bigger one, taller one, something like that. So we're going to go like that, but we're going to start doing treble crochets. So we're going to go into 2 of these and pull through both of those, and then we'll go... Oh, one. Not sure what it's called, but I'm guessing it's a stitch, since double treble is something similar. Yeah, it's like a... Oh my goodness, welcome in, Mo! Mo? Or Mao? Welcome in. So sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm guessing it's some type of stitch, because, I mean, crochet has been around for, I don't know, how many centuries? Thousands of years, maybe? So the likelihood that I have made a new stitch is very improbable. So it probably exists. I just have no idea what it's called. Yeah, it's basically the same thing as like treble or double. It just uses the stitch that... It's almost like... I almost want to say it's like a combination between Tunisian and double or treble crochet. Oh, because like you're going linked double crochet. Okay, that would make sense. That would definitely make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would... I mean, that, yeah, that fits. That's a very fitting name, because you are definitely linking all of the stitches together. 2, 3. Okay, and I think... Oh my goodness, I don't know how many more stitches I could do in this one. But we're gonna see. Because I need it to get to the point where... Oh wait, maybe I need to do a double crochet instead of a treble now. Let's try that. Let's try doing double instead of a treble. There we go, something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then we're gonna do a slip stitch here. Okay, and then let's see here. I don't know if we're gonna have enough space here. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's see here. We're gonna do a double crochet right into this last stitch. There's that, and then we're gonna do whatever this stitch is. Actually, I need to do a treble. So we're gonna pull some yarn through that one. We're gonna pull some yarn through that one. Oh my goodness, there is a storm a brewing. It goes kaboom. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. This is what happens when I lose my mind. I'm pretty sure I have lost my mind. I've been cooped up in my house for too long, and I've lost my mind. I need to go do something. I mean, I guess in a way I am doing something. I'm crocheting. Oh, it's been too long. Been too long since last time we crocheted. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. 2 and 3. I do find this interesting, but I don't think this stitch is the right stitch for getting lobes on your wings. I feel like it's not. Which is okay. It is okay. It's okay to try stuff and figure out what does not work. Because if you figure out what does not work, then you're one step closer to figuring out what does work. And yeah, I think we are one step closer to figuring out what does work. All right, so we're gonna snip a clip. There we go. And we're gonna take a look at this and see how it looks. I mean, it's not completely terrible. I feel like I almost would only want I feel like I need to have 5 loops at the least. I think I need 5 loops at the least, or 3. I feel like 4, I feel like I tried to put just one too many over here, whereas if I had just ended it with this one, it might have looked a little bit better. Even that, though, doesn't look great. Maybe do bigger loops all across the bottom, and then smaller loops closer to the end, which would be the opposite of what we did for these, but that could almost give the illusion that, like, the feathers that are down here are all closer together compared to the feathers that are up here, which would be more spread out. Maybe. Maybe. Lots to think about. Lots and lots to think about. Okay, we're going to set this little wing to the side. We still have 2 more little practice wings to practice on. We might just be practicing wings and seeing different wing things, unless I figure out what bird I want to do next, because I still don't know what bird I want to do next. I could do gray catbirds. They would be kind of fun. I did see a gray catbird that stopped by today. He was pretty cool. I could do a robin. I don't know if I have the right colors for a robin. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But we're gonna finish these 2 wings and then we'll see where we go. Where did you go, Rice Cake? Oh, you're sleeping down there again. Why are you sleeping so much? My goodness. Okay. Let's see here. I kind of want to try something. I want to try doing some smaller loops down here first. So let's just skip 1 stitch. And we're gonna do these smaller loops by doing, what's it called? I think half doubles. Yeah, we're gonna try doing like a couple of half doubles. Maybe, if yarn will function. Alright, I don't think I need to do any connecting thingies with half doubles. That's a half double, okay. Let's do, whoops, that's not a half double. That's a half double. Okay, so now we have this. So now we're going to do a slip stitch here just to connect that. And then we're going to do another half double in this next stitch. Actually, maybe, do I want to skip a stitch? No, I don't think so. Half a double, and 1 more half a double. Okay, and then we're gonna do, we're actually gonna skip a stitch, do a slip stitch, and then we're gonna go into this next stitch and do some more half doubles. Half a double, and half a double. There we go. And then we're going to skip a stitch. Actually, no, we're just going to do a slip stitch here. Then we're going to grab some yarn. We're going to go here and we're going to do some full double stitches. And we're going to do the thing where we connect them so that they stay together and we don't get giant holes, because I don't like holes. Holes was a great book, but I don't like holes in my crochet project. Holes was a great book, and Holes 2 was a great book. I don't even remember. Is it called Holes 2? Is that what the second book was called? I don't even remember. There was like the little like venomous lizards or something, but they didn't like some type of fruit or something. And so the people were safe. It was a cool book. Kind of wonky book, but a cool book. Cool book nonetheless. All right, we're gonna do a slip stitch here. And then we're gonna grab some yarn. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna do stitches. So that's a double crochet. We're gonna go here, give it another double. We're gonna go here, give it another double. And I think I'm gonna give it 1 more double. I mean, that doesn't look terrible. That actually looks quite nice. We're gonna tie that off. That actually looks quite nice. I think that worked out pretty well, honestly. Let's move all this stuff so you guys can actually see it a little bit better. So we had these 3 lobes are half double crochets, and then we did double crochets for these 2. So we kind of have our secondary feathers and then our primary feathers. And I do like that the primary feathers are taller than the secondary feathers, because that's accurate. That's what it's supposed to be. But Yeah. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, how I wonder. Without feeling. Okay, let me see if I can explain this thought. Okay, so let's pretend we did the double crochets over here. So if we have 2 double crochets, and then we do 3 half doubles here, when we get to the end of the half double, we flip it around, and then we do another row of half doubles across that first row of half doubles. That way those half doubles become twice as long, which would then be extended to, because this is the best way that I could describe it is that a single stitch is a height of 1, okay? And a half double is a height of 1.5, whereas a double is a height of 2. So the secondary feathers would be at a height of 2. If we go across the first row, that would put the primaries at a height of 1.5. If we come back through with another row of half doubles, that would bring the primaries to a height of 3, but the secondaries would be a height of 2. So the primaries would still appear to be longer than the secondaries. But the thing with that is that the bird primaries, here, let me see if I can show it with my little attempted painting of a bird. So the primaries just sit one next to each other. They don't overlap necessarily. Like, there's a little bit of overlapping, but they're more so directly next to each other versus overlapping. So, like, there isn't, like, secondary primaries for the primaries. They're just jump. So I don't know if I want to add, like, it would be like if I cut this wing in half and then had these feathers be one thing and then had these feathers be one thing. That's the only thing I'm concerned about with doing that. I mean, the only way we'll find out is if we try it. So let's try the thought. Let's try the thought. And then I think this might be the last thought that we try for today because my brain has, I don't know where it is. It disappeared. It disappeared. Okay, so we're going to do, we're going to start here. And we're going to do some, I need to do, wait, yeah, yes. We're doing some double crochets. That's a half double. I want a double. There we go, double. And then, so that's 2, 3. That is some lightning that I just saw out the corner of my eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Maybe I don't let the chickens out until tomorrow. Just gonna throw the chickens out in the middle of a rainstorm. They'll be so happy that I did that for them. Okay, slip stitch and grab some yarn, skip a stitch and go. Okay, 1. Nope, I need to go through here. 2. 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Oh, that's a feather. Or that's a wing. There's a wing. Some wings. Okay, and now we're going to skip a stitch. Do a slip a stitch here. Grab some more yarn, and we're going to do some half doubles. So 1, and I'm doing 3 half doubles in these little stitches. So we're going to skip a stitch. Actually, no, I don't want to skip a stitch. We're going to do slip stitch there, half double here, grab some yarn, half double, grab some yarn, half double, and slip, grab some yarn, half a double, grab some yarn, half double, and half yarn, grab double, half a double, slip, or the chain, flip it around. We're gonna do, we're gonna do another chain. Grab some yarn, go into this first stitch, half a double twice. Okay, and then we do slip stitch at the peak of this half double. And then we do half double right here. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch at the peak, half double at the dip, and we do 3 half doubles at the dip, 2 and 3. Okay, and then slip stitch at right there. That doesn't look terrible. I actually kind of like that. That actually looks quite nice. Okay, do we like it this way, or should I add one more that connects over to here? Let's see how it looks when I connect this one more over, whoops, to here. 1, 2, 3. I feel like that kind of takes away from it. I feel like that kind of took away from it. I think we're going to keep it right like this. 1 and 2. And snipper clip. There we go. Oh, we're gonna snooze those ads for now. All right, well, there is, I actually kind of like that. It almost looks like the same things as these, but they don't leave as big of holes in the wings. Like these ones kind of left big holes in the white, whereas these ones didn't leave as big of holes in the white, but they ended up being just as big. And it doesn't, because if I tried to make 3 more of these ones right here, it would have just gotten all sorts of out of wonkiness and what's it called? It would have tried folding and twisting because it would have increased in size too fast. But because we spread it over 2 rows, it actually works, which is really nice. I actually really like that. I did not think that was going to work that well, but that worked wonderfully. Oh my goodness. We're learning things. Oh, this is wonderful. All right, so let's look at our little wings here. So with our lobed wings, we learned treble crochet does not work. Treble crochet is too big. At least the way that I used it, it was too big. So first we tried just some shell stitches. I think these are shell stitches. Basically you do 5 double crochet in 1 stitch, skip a stitch, do a slip stitch, skip a stitch, 5 double crochet, and then skip a stitch, slip stitch, and then I skipped another stitch, and then these ones were treble crochets, but I think that just made it all sorts of out of wonkiness. And then I think these ones were also some treble crochet, and they kind of just there. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. This could be a vibe for a very specific looking bird. I don't know what type of bird that would be. Maybe like a fancy interpretive bird. Yeah, but it's an option. It is an option. I like options. So that was first attempt at lobed wing of birds, or lobes for wings. Then this second one that I tried, we did half double shell stitches. So we do 3 half double crochets in 1 stitch, and then you do a slip stitch in the next, 3 half doubles, slip stitch, 3 half doubles. I think I skipped a stitch somewhere in here. You kind of just have to do it based off of how the project is working. If it starts to like try to fold or ripple, then you know that you're either something needs to be adjusted where the words are not happening today. The border of the project is either increasing faster than the project can handle, or it's decreasing faster. So like if it's like coiling up and like pulling in, that means that you're decreasing faster than it's can handle. If it's like rippling up the opposite direction, that means that it is increasing faster than it can handle. So I kind of just, I think I skipped a stitch somewhere in here. I don't even know where. I think it was right here, maybe. I think there might be a stitch right there that I skipped. Either way, then I went to double crochet for these last couple loops, and it honestly, it doesn't look terrible. I do like that the secondary feathers are shorter than the primary feathers. That's really kind of what I wanted and what I was hoping for, which I kind of got for this one. So that one didn't end terribly. And then for this one, we went all out, just full wonkiness, and was like full send. So we started with double crochet shell stitches. So we just did 5 double crochets in 1 stitch, skipped a stitch, slip stitch, skip stitch, 5 double crochets, skip, slip stitch, and then we swapped to doing 3 shell stitches with half doubles in it. So we went to doing half double crochets, slip stitch, half double crochets, slip stitch, half double crochets, and we did 3 half doubles in each of those. Oh no, something is falling. That's okay, we're good. And then when we got to the end, we turned around and we basically went backwards. So at each peak, we did a slip stitch, and then at each dip, we did 3 half doubles again, which kind of made it so that we get like, oh, it's almost like a butterfly effect. I would almost say you could probably use this for making like butterfly wings. That would actually be kind of cool to see if someone tried using this for butterfly wings. Because you could get some really cool ripples. That's actually kind of what this reminds me of, a butterfly wing. You could probably do something along the top to make it a little bit fancier too. That would actually be really cool. Side project butterfly. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that was all 3 of those wings, and then we already went through the let's just go like this. Whoop. The little feathery wings. So yeah, so this was mostly just like trying different feathers or different little tufts, because I haven't really done any tufts with the wings so far. It's kind of just been, they just exist as a wing. So this was kind of fun trying out with different tufts and little fancy things. Yeah. I think we are gonna call it here for today. But I will be live tomorrow morning. So we'll probably practice more with some wings. We might just make the white parts again and just make like a bunch of those. And then maybe later this week we can practice with some more tufts and ripples and edges, all sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh my goodness, y'all can't even see all of these. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Okay, there we go. That's better. All right. Well, yeah. Yeah. I appreciate all of you guys for stopping by. Thanks again for the raid, Raymond. Just wonderful seeing all of you. And I will be back tomorrow morning around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that's approximately 13 hours from now. Yeah. It was so good to talk to you again, Kim. It's been a while. Been a while. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Let's see here. Does anyone have any suggestions for a raid? Let's see here. If we do a raid, we gotta pick them super quick because ads are gonna pop off here in like 2 minutes. And I want to try to avoid doing that. Let's see here. So if anyone has a suggestion, I am open to said suggestion. Let's see here. Don't see any of my peeps on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't see any of my peeps on right now. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I think we're just going to end it here then. Let's see here. Yeah, we're just going to end it here then. Alright, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening and goodbye.